Hey, what's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've been making videos, but I just got a little idea about making a new video from Fluke Inbox and Paul from Tall Timmy when they made the Thunder and with Loop Loop, and talking about how we want to make it, we assume a lot of things when it comes to the TCG world when playing cards. I want to onboard new players, and they start off an idea was super simple that we take for granted because we've been in the TCG world a while, and we're gonna start off with just shuffling a deck of cards. Okay, a lot of brand new players who never done TCG in the world, it's gonna be very daunting on how to shuffle a deck of cards. So I have just a few quick demonstration. This is gonna be a very quick video on how to shuffle a deck of cards, and the ways I shuffle and the ways that other people shuffle, and the daring way of shuffling. So let's just get right started to it. Okay, so there are two decks that I have here. This one is just a regular poker playing cards, where this is where I learned how to shuffle cards when I first started, when I was actually a little kid. Yes, degenerate Vietnamese family, we love gambling and all that stuff, and I learned how to play a lot of playing cards back in the day. So this is where I got really good at shuffling. So and most of the time, TCG world, we have sleeves into our cards, but if you really want to get practice, get yourself a playing card deck of cards. Get the ones like Bicycle brand. I feel that the feel on these things are a lot better than those cheap 99-cent store brand that you get. So the first one is, I think they call this the Riff Shuffle. All right, which you split it up in half, and you hold one end with the 3 fingers, right, and the other end with your thumb. And what you're really gonna do is you're gonna use your index finger and you're gonna push it here, and the index finger is gonna push and bend the deck of cards forward and such a thing. And in your thumb, you're gonna feel it through your thumb. The better you are, the better you get at this, the better you're gonna feel it through your thumb, and you know how to release quickly. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna bend it forward, and this is why a lot of TCG players won't be using this, because they have $1,000 cards or $100 cards inside the thing, so they won't be bending their cards. But if you don't really care or give a shit about your card, you could do this. So you're gonna try to get one overlap each other really quickly. So it's gonna try to alternate on a time. And here, if you want to, you make a bridge. So you're gonna bend it up. You're gonna take the two ends. You're gonna bend it together, and then you slowly let it go, and then it's a bridge. Okay. And then the next one to do is, I like the other type of shuffling, is what you do is you pull the top and you bring it on to the bottom. Pull over top, down to the bottom, over top, down to the bottom. And this is up to you on how much you want to pull at a time. All right, and same thing again. You could do a lot, and then next thing you know, you only get like 5. Or you do very little, where you pull a lot of it at the same time. Right, so the quicker you are at this, the better. And I will, with just playing cards like this, I just like to do a few of those, and a few of this, and then you're good to go. And then you play your cuts and all that stuff. Now let's go over to TCG with card sleeves. All right, this is my Brute deck. It's a blitz deck, so it's not gonna be a thick deck. CC is much thicker. So for this, I do the same type of shuffling where I pull, right? And most of the time, you won't be seeing riffle shuffle like this, because one, you don't want to have a chance of bending the cards, the valuable cards you have in here. Two, with the sleeve, it's a little bit harder with the sleeve because they're kind of slippery, right? You usually do this only with cards that have no sleeves. You see how it's really hard because they kind of enter. So what I do instead of that is I turn it to the side. I take a small half and half, and I kind of open up the bottom or the top, and I kind of open up this side too a little bit, and I kind of get it as much as I can in between, so it looks something like this. And we go and we push it in, right? And we're gonna go and we're gonna push it in. Now, I've been seeing a lot of MCG videos on people cheating, so if they ever shuffle your card like this so many times and you are getting weary, check out what they're doing. So sometimes if they could see your card, then that's a big no-no. They should be shuffling like this, where they can't see your cards at all, where the backs are showing. Because I've seen MTG players like who cheat. Let's just say they'll see your card on here, and they'll play, oh, it's up there in front, and then they're gonna shuffle and pretend to shuffle this whole thing. Meanwhile, this card stays up front the whole time. Like they'll shuffle and they'll keep it up here the whole time. Meanwhile, they're pretending to riffle shuffle, do this pile shuffling, all that stuff, and keep doing it over and over, pretending they're doing. But meanwhile, this card stays on top and never gets shuffled in. So that's just a little tip from me, from you, because I've seen a lot. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be that many cheaters, but there are some bad apples. Okay. So, and then there's also the pile shuffle for TCG, where you just space them out, and then you do random things if you want to. Because that way, now make sure I think in some TCG, the card games, they're talking about, oh, it can't be at the same pattern where you go all around the same pattern all the time. You must do it randomly, and then you put it back together, and that should shuffle it nicely. Alright. Of course, there's always variance where, no matter how much you shuffle, things will get clumped. There's a chance of that. That's how card games work. But that's all for today. Next video, I'll talk about counters and tokens and what really are they. Alright. Thanks a lot. Peace.